it's not like it's bad for you to call yourself a digital marketer. You need to know it all, but you need to be a master of something.
Should we continue to provide value, or there is a way that we can provide value at the same time selling on social media?
There's a difference between promoting and selling. Selling is one aspect of promotion. And because people mix even promotion with marketing.
From Builder Studios, this is Calypso Social Media, the podcast for marketers and small business owners who believe in digital marketing. I'm your host, Boakyewaa Jr. On today's episode, we are joined by the brilliant Maame Kokuro, a digital marketing expert with a sharp eye for strategy and content that connects. With years of experience helping brands grow online, she has built a reputation for crafting campaigns that don't just make noise, but actually bring results. Maame brings a thoughtful, data-driven approach to everything she does. I'm excited to dive into her journey, her insights, and what's next in the world of digital marketing. Let's get started. Right. So as I already said, I feel like I know you. At the same time, I feel like I don't know you. So can you start this episode by telling us a bit about your journey in digital marketing?
Okay, so like I said, my name is Maame Kokuro, but many people call me Maame Kaya because I work with Kayas. Now I have MBA in marketing, and I've done HND, and I've done degree in marketing as well. It's like my journey has always been the business field. Yeah. So even SHS, I did business with elective maths. Then I went to do HND in marketing. Then I went to work in the marketing field with Clean Team Ghana Limited, where I was on as a contract worker, as a salesperson to bring in sales. Anyone who knows me knows I love marketing and marketing aspect of sales, selling. I love the selling part. So I work at Clean Team doing selling. So I remember those days, it was just a project by Water and Sanitation for Urban Poor called What's Up, where they were doing a project bringing in portable toilets.
Yeah, and I remember that. Kokuro was part.
Yes. Yeah. So Kofi came to meet me there as a comms person. And I was in the role of sales, customer experience, and I was supposed to bring in clients. I remember my first target was to bring in 50 clients because it was something new in Kumasi. Like, why do you say that you want people to put toilets in their homes? Yeah. And they didn't know the idea. And mostly when we talk about the toilet, people don't think about the facility, but toilet is the facility. And so it was something that they didn't. So what I did was I recruited some Zongo boys. I love to play with boys ever since I was younger. So I recruited some Zongo boys because of the neighborhood we were in. And they gave us a period of 1 month. I gave the guys a period of two weeks. I trained them, and then we went on the field. And within 3 weeks, we were able to deliver the numbers, and they loved me. So by then, I was working for a research company called TNS, Research Marketing Services. And I was actually called in to come and assist with the work that they were doing. But when they saw that I was able to do the work, they pushed me to join Clean Team.
Interesting.
Yes, so that was 2013. And then I went to join Clean Team as a territory sales manager. Then I went through customer experience. So I was doing sales. I remember at a point we had some sales experts all the way from US, WRP sales consultancy, and they also came to do an intense sales marketing. That's where I learned about decision intelligence, marketing techniques, and selling and all that. And I love selling anyway.
From what you are saying, I mean, all the direction is going towards selling.
I love selling. I love sales strategy. I love to think, and I want to be in your head. If you've done marketing, you realize that when you go to school, one of the courses is behavioral aspects of marketing, and you have to be in the head of the customer. And so I love to be in your head. I love talking to you and watching your actions and seeing, is this person going to let me close the sale, or the person? Yes. So at Clean Team, I was able to hit my targets. Then I went through the operations, and it was at Clean Team that I went to do my degree in marketing as well. I wanted to finish the marketing phases. So around the line, I realized that, yes, I love selling, but selling is just one aspect of marketing. So I would want to really understand the marketing aspect. How can I make sure that instead of just focusing on the product, I'll focus on the whole brand? And I'll be able to set and strategize. It's like creativity. I love to create. So how do I set and create something and then push somebody to go and now bring in the selling? How do I do that? So I went back to school and I did my degree in marketing. By then I was a mother, so I was going to school. I was doing weekends, and then
that's incredible.
It was great. I was going on weekends, 6 a.m. to sometimes 6 p.m. and all that. And when we were graduating, I was the first among the first. So all the first class students, and I was the top of all the first class students at Garden City University. Then I knew that, yes, I want to do the marketing fully. Proper. But around the time, I had found my passion also to support KIAs. That is the headquarters. And so I was trying to combine doing the marketing and going into NGO. And I had gotten an offer to go and do a 5 weeks course in civic education, YALI, West Africa leadership projects at GIMPA. It was going to be a 5 weeks course. But where I was in my company, there was the decision, and they were not okay with that decision because there was also going to be a major change in the business and all that. So it wasn't something I wanted to do around the time because, like I said, I was a mother and all that, but I had to resign. But then, by then, people knew me to be, Maame, you need somebody to help your sales team, Maame is there. You need somebody to help you with your marketing, Maame is there. So I resigned from Clean Team, and then I went for the course to come back and start the Kaya project. And then around the time, I found Hyperspace. Now, Hyperspace used to organize a monthly community program called the Kumasi Entrepreneurs Community. And they bring together experts, enthusiasts in the entrepreneurship field and all that. So it was once a month. And when I started going, I started meeting new people. I started learning and everything. Then at Hyperspace, they also had the Kumasi Tech Community. Then the Kumasi WordPress community. And when I went, I was like, what is tech? What is WordPress? It was something of they explained to me, and I said, okay, I want to be part of the Kumasi Tech community and the Kumasi WordPress community. And I joined that. So I started going for their meetings again. Then I started learning how to do the back-end editing of websites. Then the Kumasi Tech community also started, so there is something. I'm somebody that loved social media naturally. I was learning my marketing, like anything marketing I do. So around the time, I was doing small sales training for agencies, JC Rice, and some small brands that some organizations will call me to come and do sales training for their staff and all that. I was doing that by the side. But then I also would put my stuff on social media, which was naturally me. For me, I was just putting my stuff on social media. And my church, by then I used to go to CCC in Kumasi. They had noticed that I was very active on social.
Ransford.
Yes, Ransford. Yes. By then we had moved to Aja, our own building, and they had noticed that I was active on Twitter. And so and then through Ghana Think as well, because we will go for Barcamp and they will say that we should tweet. I think around the time too, I had joined through Boakyewaa, I had joined Ghana Think. So we will go to church and they will see that the preaching, I was posting snippets on it on my Twitter. So the media team at my church reached out to me that when we come to church, they would want me to tweet. So I was sitting with the media team. And so going to join the Kumasi Tech community, I was very, very happy. And Hyperspace was like a home because I got to know Albert and Gideon. We're all from the same hometown. They were so welcoming. They were ready to teach me. And I am somebody that I asked people to describe me with one word, and they said that you're a perseverer. I was like, okay, wow. So I'm somebody that if I come here and I want to get something, I'll get it. Yeah. Unless I don't want to. And I remember at Clinton, they would say that if you want Maame to do something for you to know that Maame will do it, she will first say, I won't do it. Then later on, she'll come and do it. Because mostly I would want to see what everybody is doing, see how I can make mine different to make a statement. Yeah. I think it's the marketing thing. Okay, we are all going here. I will go, but I want to make sure that when I reach there, everybody will notice that I am there.
You have arrived.
Yes, I have arrived. So I was doing the social media, I was doing the marketing and the tech community. They were teaching me everything. They were that time you don't have to use AI, coding, backend, whatever, all those terms. And I had told them that I wanted to do the Kaya year as well. So Hyperspace was like, why don't you be coming to Hyperspace and then you can be learning whatever that you were doing. And they had programs that they were doing. So they had Code for Girls, which they were doing for second cycle schools, and I was part of the project. I was learning and I was also a part of the Hyperspace team. And then every month, what was helping is that the Kumasi Tech community, when they meet, they will pick one thing and they will teach us. So if it was coding, I remember CSS Plus or something, they will teach us the back end, everything. And so WordPress community will meet and they would teach us something. So I was learning and I was putting everything I was learning online. So at a point in 2018, so before then, 2017, I started a radio program on Capital Radio. It was called the Entrepreneurs Moment with Boakyewaa. I wanted to interview brands and industry experts on the entrepreneurship journey in Ashanti region especially. And I started this as just a fun thing on a WhatsApp platform. And then they said, oh, why don't you take it to radio? And so I got a partnership with Capital Radio until we're not getting enough funding for the show. So I took it to YouTube. That one too, I got tired because I have to finish, I have to edit it. I got tired because I needed money. I have a son and all that. No. I needed money around the time. Luckily for me, Hyperspace was looking for a brands lead around the time. And then they called me. They said that we see what you do on social media. We see that you are also very good with marketing. You've come to mentor, you've come to do trainings for some of our programs. So why don't you come and lead Hyperspace? And I can proudly say that when I got to Hyperspace, Hyperspace is one of the oldest hubs in Ghana. I think it's the second oldest hub in Ghana. But around the time, they didn't really have a social presence and all that. People didn't know Hyperspace. They knew Albert, they knew Gideon, but they didn't know Hyperspace. But they had trained a lot. If I mention some of the hubs that through the people came through Hyperspace, it will shock you. So we have Wize Academy. The CEO was a manager at Hyperspace. Then he went on and then he set up Wize Academy. The Fab Hub also started, she started an NGO, and then later on she also started. So some of them actually came through some programs that Hyperspace had, but when you mentioned Hyperspace, you couldn't. So I made sure that I was putting the Hyper story out there. I was managing the website behind, so I was writing blogs every month, and then I was managing the website, I was managing the social media. And I remember those times their funders were Indigo Trusts, which is a foreign company, and they came to Ghana one time, and in a meeting they told Albert that, you see, we now see you people on social media.
Wow.
And then Albert turned to me. I remember that moment very well. Albert turned to me and said that it is thanks to this lady right here. So I was with Hyperspace and I was doing this and I didn't even know it was digital marketing. Like, so if you know me very well, I don't call myself a digital marketer. And I always laugh at people who say I'm a digital marketer and they are always laughing at me. I say, for me, my journey started on social media. So I am a social media marketer.
Wow.
You can call me a social media strategist, but don't call me a digital marketer.
It's interesting.
Yes.
I mean, there's a clear contrast here. A lot of people will prefer calling them a digital marketer, especially if they have the full stack, experience. But you are setting yourself apart, as you've already said.
Yeah.
You're a social media marketer.
Or strategist.
Or strategist.
So I realized that, you see this craze that came where everybody will go and learn something small and they will go, oh,
expert. Yeah.
I'm an expert, social media, digital marketing expert. I sat down, like I keep saying, I always want to look at what everybody is doing and then I would want to take myself out and let people know me for that.
Yeah.
Now, it's not like I can't do all the other aspects of digital marketing. I teach it.
Yeah.
Now, I actually love teaching it than doing the work because that's what brings me the money. I teach it. But then everybody was like, I'm a digital marketer. So, okay, but digital marketing is very broad. How do I set myself apart that GIZ, British Council, MasterCard, UG, Hyperspace will see me and say that if you need this, go to Maame.
Yeah.
Because if everybody is a digital marketer, who do we go to?
Yeah.
I told somebody that, you know what, digital marketing has various elements. Yeah. Pick one aspect. If it's content,
then you focus on them.
Learn about the others, but focus on one and let people know that when we mention Maame, what will come to mind?
I recently had an engagement with a generation, their current cohort of digital, and they were, lamenting. There's a lot of people in the industry now. I mean, those who have been in the game since last year cohort, and they are also gonna graduate. So I think this question Sarah already asked me, how are they gonna fight for this cake that is there? How many, are they gonna get clients to work on? So I just advise them, carve a niche for yourself, then go towards that, because digital marketing is broad. You just have to find a niche for yourself, then you work towards that.
Exactly. Yeah. You see, one thing that some of them are not getting is that the moment, it's not like it's bad for you to call yourself a digital marketer. You need to know it all, but you need to be a master of something. If you look at the current trends with regards to digital marketing, aside influencer marketing and the AI, social media marketing is one of the key things.
Yeah.
But you see, the mistakes that many of them make is that they think social media management is social media marketing.
Right. Tell me.
Marketing is not management. Management is just you going to go and post something online.
Yeah.
The fact that you have posted something online doesn't mean you are marketing.
Interesting.
No. Marketing takes into focus your target audience.
Yeah.
It takes into focus your personalization, tailoring the copy so much that if the person who is reading it or listening to it hears it, they will think you are talking to them.
Yeah.
And they will think that you are talking to their needs and you have value for that. So if whatever you are saying is not bringing value to me, and it's not speaking to me, you are just posting, you are not marketing. And that is the difference between a profile and a page. And I think Mark and all the other CEOs of those platforms sat down and realized that this is what can happen. And that is why even TikTok has a profile and they have a business page.
Yeah.
Instagram has a profile and they have a business page. Facebook has a profile and they have a business page. LinkedIn has a profile and they have a business page. The difference between a profile and a business page is that your profile can be used to post, but your business page should be used to communicate. If you come to my office, my subordinates, when they see this, they should forgive me. So the marketing department at Hyperspace, or everybody at Hyperspace, say that one word or one phrase from Maame. That design you have done, is it communicating? Is it telling a story? Because I'm always fighting the graphic designers. I'm saying that, you see, it's not about the beauty of it.
It's nice, but
for me, when I come and you've written a copy, when I come and you've designed something, it has to communicate. And it has to communicate to me differently from how it communicates to you, because we have different needs. And that stems from the fact that I'm a salesperson as well. And I learned the DQ selling process, which is decision intelligence. That means that if you are saying something to me, if I say the beauty in you, if you read it and you say the beauty in you, or the beauty, okay, I've talked about this. I don't know how to undo it and say the other things, but the beauty in you, when I read it, if I'm reading a copy with an ad and a creative, and the beauty in you glows. When I read it, I'll smile. You see, automatically I'm smiling because the beauty in you glows, and seeing a picture of somebody, a female or a male, that maybe skin and maybe the hand is there and smiling, automatically I'll smile. So if it's a cream, a body lotion,
it works for it.
It's speaking to me. But if you just come and put anything there, the beauty in you glows, but the skin is not glowing. And the person is not smiling. And then you've given a generalized statement. You are just posting. You are not. And that is one of the mistakes that these small brands are making. They think that, we say that we are in the era of social media. We are in the era of social media. So let me post. Please don't just be posting, be selling. Every minute is selling. Even as we are here and as we are moving around, whatever that we are doing, every step of the way we are selling. Whatever we say, we are selling. I go out there. How did people forget my name that I'm called Naomi and started calling me Maame Kaya? I got the Maame Kaya all the way in Nigeria in 2018 because I went for a UN SDG program, and I introduced myself as Maame the Kaya. And everywhere, what's your name? Oh, my name is Maame. I'm the one that works with Kayas. And then they started calling me Maame Kaya. So right there, I remember it was 18th December 2018. I made a post on social media. Henceforth, I'm called Maame Kaya.
Awesome.
And that is it. And everywhere I go, I'm called Maame Kaya. I was in Kumasi, and somebody called me from GIZ office, Agri-Based Project, and said that, Maame, there is going to be a program and people are looking for digital marketing. And somebody in the GIZ says, I've met a lady. She's in Kumasi. She's called Maame. I've forgotten the other. And then there is this Nicholas man. He's an European. He said, me too. I saw a lady. For her, she's called Maame Kaya. But I don't know if it's the same lady. Is she with Hyperspace? Yeah, she's with, and that's how I got a contract 2 years ago with GIZ.
Let's focus on selling on social media, right? I mean, most people preach that you should provide value to your audience. What do you think? Should we continue to provide value, or there is a way that we can provide value at the same time selling on social media?
If you are not providing value, you are not selling.
Again,
if you are not providing value, you are not selling.
If you are not providing value, you are not selling.
Yes, because what is selling?
Explain.
Selling is me. There is a difference between, there is a difference between promoting and selling. Selling is one aspect of promotion. And because people mix even promotion with marketing.
Yeah.
But let me just do this. There is the marketing, then there are the 4 P's.
The 4 P's and the marketing.
And it starts with the products, the price, the place, and the promotion. And in that promotion, there is what we call the promotional mixes. And one of them is selling.
Right.
So the fact that you are promoting doesn't mean that you are selling. I don't even know how to say. So social media marketing is one aspect of promotion. So marketing is the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Selling colored of
social media,
right? That's the name of the show.
Yeah.
The totality. Now, the totality of the show, you are marketing it. And we are asking you, now the product is the talk. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
The product is the talk. How are you selling? Where are you delivering it? Social media, online, right? That's the delivery channel.
Yeah.
Is there a price cost to it? Not really. But then that's where you're saying. Now, how are you going to make people know that there is a program like that? For me, I am going to use personal selling. That means that you are going to go to individuals, whether you are doing cold calling on phones, whatever to do it. Oh, no, I will not do that. I will create flyers. That's also a promotional strategy. Yeah. Oh, I will not do that. I will use social media. Right. That's also there. Right. Oh, I will not do that. I will use advertisement. And advertisement means that you are going to pay money. Now, people will say, oh, I'm advertising on social media.
Are you paying money?
Are you paying money? Is Mark collecting money from you?
From you.
Please. So I think those are some of the things that the startups are doing. Yeah. Oh, Maame, I've been advertising on social media, but I'm not. Madam. Are you just promoting your business or you are advertising? Let us know what you are doing, right? What you are doing. So I think because we are not really clearly getting the differences, and that is because now all the platforms want you to advertise. They just don't want you to come and promote. And before you be able to advertise very well, you need to know the act of selling. You need to understand. So how do you go about it? And I'll come back to this. Understand who you want to sell to. And make sure that anyone that you want to sell to, when you've segmented them, you have a message, a positioning message for each one of them. Right. If mothers like myself who are busy and you want to sell, I run a grocery shopping service called Kaya App Groceries. And when it comes to our customer segment, we have busy mothers who are entrepreneurs. We have busy mothers who are corporate workers. The message we will give to the busy mothers who are entrepreneurs is different from busy mothers who are corporate workers. It will shock you to know that the busy mothers who are entrepreneurs don't care about you washing their vegetables and all that. Yeah. You can buy it at the market price and bring it to them. Yeah. But the corporate workers prefer us to clean and bring the things to them. Some of them want us to blend, add other auxiliary services to it. So even though I'm selling convenience to the two, that's the value. The value is convenience. Right. So what are you selling to that person? I'm selling convenience to each one of them. The difference is that the convenience I'm selling to a busy mother who is an entrepreneur is totally different from that convenience I'm selling to a busy mother who is a corporate person. And 2 days ago, my boss, Gideon, made a statement. I think that was yesterday when we were coming back from Slovenia. He said that value is not a matter of money.
Value is not a matter of money.
Yes. The fact that the face value is not the value. We were talking about the fact that somebody went to buy stuff for me and the person had to add 10 cedis to it. And I was saying that, okay, I've taken it, now dash me money. And the person was telling me that, at that time I gave you that 10 cedis and added it to the things I bought for you. The value of that 10 cedis is much more than the money I would even give you right now. Okay. Because if we didn't have that 10 cedis at that time, you wouldn't have gotten the things we got for you. So the value of that 10 cedis is much more than any other money I will give you right now. So value is different from the face value of things. So yes, on social media, you need to be selling value. If you are not selling value, it can, you see, yes, in Ghana, if the thing is not high price or 99.9, they think that, but you see, your customers are not really looking at the price. It's a known fact. Yeah. And Brian Tracy said it in his book, Psychology of Selling. People buy because of emotions, and people buy now because of you. People are going to watch this because it's Maame Kaya.
Definitely.
People watch the show before with Alice because of Alice. People watch because of you, Enoch. So it's about your personal brand as well. It's about you. How well have you sold yourself, position yourself? What is the value that people think that they will get from you? I always make sure that anytime anyone meets me, no matter what, they take something away differently of value that they can add to themselves or their business.
I mean, we haven't reached 20 minutes of this episode, but then we are taking a lot from you.
Haven't we closed?
No, we actually, and it's so funny. The questions that is my mind that I want to ask. I'm not even thinking
then
about it.
We will do part 2.
Definitely, this will be part 2. But Maame, let's talk about the audience segment. You made mention about audience segment, how you are able to segment your corporate buyers from, busy moms.
Yeah.
In my place, if I want to segment, because the product is a digital product, I put out a lead form, and in the lead form, I'll ask the certain questions based on the product the product that I'm selling. So if you choose this product, then I know that, okay, this person wants the product. So if I'm pushing an email to him, I'm selling that product to the person. Now, looking at your product, grocery.
Kayab grocery.
How are you able to segment, busy moms from corporate moms, corporate buddies?
Okay, so we make sure that it's not just we have other customer segments. So we have other the two. Now, what we do is that we have a WhatsApp platform, and each day, you see, we've not reached that level where we'll have just one WhatsApp platform for just busy moms and then one. But we make sure that within the week, when you are creating your content, you are serving each of them.
Right.
So if Mondays, that's why I'm saying that even before you put out a copy or you put out a post, you should have a target in mind. So maybe Mondays and Thursdays, I'm targeting because it's a digital. Because when we're doing traditional selling, you could say that Mondays I'm going to these type of customers, and you have a list. You are given a target. Sometimes you have to call them, cold calling, and you go to them. But this is a digital world. You can't say that I'm creating a platform just for these people. So what you do is your content calendar comes to play. You have to understand that, okay, for Mondays and Tuesdays or for Mondays and Thursdays, I'll make sure that the content that are going out is going to serve these kind of people. Wow. Because on your social media platforms, on your digital platform, you have various categories of segments. And you need to make sure that you are satisfying all of them. So you need to use your content in order to do that. And that is how we have done it. So we realize that one of the current segments we've gotten recently is for our busy corporate persons is what a product we call Don't Call Me. Now, you know that in marketing, we have the promotion, Don't Call Me. And we realize that when it comes to, and these busy people are the corporates, they are not mothers. Most of them are not mothers. They are just young corporate workers. Their money is not that much, but they want something, they want foodstuffs with, let's say, just a 300 cedis foodstuff, 250 cedis foodstuffs, and they don't want to spend, but they want value. They want like fresh foodstuffs and all. So we created the Don't Call Me. Now, the Don't Call Me basically is that in a week, we identify the food items in season, put some together, shabu, and present it to them. That, okay, this week, with 150 cedis, you can get this item. And that one is currently our number one selling product. And this is going for the corporate busy, should I call them millennials? Young ladies. Even the men. So we have the men and it's selling purely on TikTok. For about 2 years now, 2 to 3 years now, we've been getting most of our leads from TikTok.
Interesting.
Like 90% of our leads from TikTok for 2 years now. And all that we've been doing is social media marketing, posting consistently, creating stories behind the post, not just posting.
But there should be.
There is a story.
There's a story
so
there.
we are showing them how we are packaging orders. We are showing them the process. We are showing them the behind the scenes. Going to SCC, going to send the things from Kumasi to Accra.
The story doesn't necessarily mean you are writing a story, but then you can take them along the journey.
Taking them along the journey. That's the story. We are letting them know that, you see, people are tired of the fake things. Yeah. I remember those days that I used to work for brands. I had this client, and then he would say that, oh, I don't want, he was a caterer at Tema, and he had a restaurant, and I was like, oh, send me some videos of the behind the scenes, not just after. Oh, I don't want people to see that we are. I'm like, don't you know, these are what is selling. Yeah. That is what will sell, you know. He says, no, people will see that we are turning the soup, and I'm like, people want to see, now it's a social, you see, the same with social is engagement, the social part
of social media.
Yes, market. And that is what is selling. So please let them see you. Yeah. That you are the one doing it. And when we started doing that, it started working for him. So yeah, that is, we have been purely using, even though we post on the other platforms, you know, the day sometimes we post a Don't Call Me product and then comment, and I want to join the group, because we have a group for Tema, we have a group for Accra, we have a group for Ashanti region, Cape Coast and Takrady. And I want to join your group. I want the Don't Call Me. The Don't Call Me.
Yeah, I mean, I see why it is working here. People like exclusivity.
Yeah.
I'm part of this VIP group.
And
we only get this from Maame.
Exactly. And then it's about the personalization, which is a trend like now in our digital field. People want you. In fact, it has always been there. See, when I don't know how you've done like traditional sales, but those times when you go out to go and sell, and then you tell them, say, oh, wait, Afena Abba, this is new and you are the first person that is going to buy it, and we just designed this for you. You see, personalization and being the person feel there is this kind of prestige that you thought about me. Yeah. Even in our love relationship, when your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife is coming home and they said, oh, today I did this just for you. Like, now sometimes it's not true. That's why they say that salespeople are liars. Yeah.
Talking about trends, what trends have you realized happening on social media? At this point, I want us to focus on social media. What trends you see working on social media that small businesses can pick it up?
So one of the trends that I've seen, one of the easiest, is about video content. Please, yes, the videos are selling. Do the videos. You don't have to. Yes, you need to get a good phone and all that, but just put. You see, I've seen some of the worst videos getting trending. Video quality, no.
And yet it is trending.
Because there was a story, right? So videos are selling, stories are selling. Getting people into the story and making them part of the journey they are selling. And then there is this thing about influencing. There is a lady on TikTok and then a young guy. I'm going to talk about the two of them. Now, this lady, what she does is that she just comes on TikTok and she says, please, I'm looking for people I'm just going to use colored. I'm looking for people who are into, let's say, podcasts. If you know any one of them, tag them in the comment section. You see, you want to go and tag your business.
Of course.
I want to go and tag my business. Yeah. Everyone wants to go. So people will be tagging. And the more, you know how they say, it creates the engagement and then it pushes. And then she's getting ads from that. And then there is this young guy, he says he's 14 years and he's an upcoming IT guy. Then he goes to learn some stuff online and then he comes to just teach it in a very simple way. Sometimes he's teaching how to maybe set your data and all that. Our mothers and all that are on on TikTok especially. I am doing a project for GIZ. It's with Wins Consult. It's called the D-Tech project, where we are training. I have 8 mentees, and we are training hairdressers, like people in those
like
MSME services, that for them to adapt the guitar skills. And if you see some of the videos that we are teaching them to make and some of the guitar skills, it will shock you. They should just take a video of their shop and all that, post it, because they're consistent. Hyperspace is also doing a project called Radio for Digital Adoption Campaign, for that. And we went to the market, and there is this woman that's in the market, Racecourse Market. Everybody is called TikTok Madam. I went to check on her social media. She has followers. She has a lot of followers. And I realized that, what she does on TikTok? Every day, she sells beats. She just do a video of her beats and post. She doesn't add caption. She doesn't add hashtags. But then she posts consistently. Like every day, she posts I think 3 or 4 times. She say, Madam, this is all I know. So what we went to do to her is to teach her that she can add a voice over. And then she can add, put her number. Or say, I can't, minimum, and I'm okay. Then do a voiceover. So I taught her when she goes, how she can clean her lens and everything. And then she will just add a voiceover. Hey, what shame I do? And she was very, you see, these are some of the trends. It's the videos, the personalization, and the fact that people are making use of the things around them and telling the everyday story.
No fancy equipment.
Just that when you have those ones too, yes, especially for people that are really going into creative art and all that, if you are looking for the big brands and all that. But for the small MSME that you want to grow your business, which is where my interest is, which is the people I'm hoping that they would see this video and watch, and they will know. Or if you're an organization, you're looking for somebody to come and train MSMEs, those in the very rural areas and all that. What I tell them and what I teach them is the simple things for them to get known. For somebody to say, are you looking for somebody that is good with podcasts, creating videos? Talk to Enoch. Are you looking for somebody that can make your hair? Oh, I've seen somebody online. Talk to this person. And we are teaching them simple things as WhatsApp marketing using their status. So those are, one, social media is about the influencer marketing, not any fancy influencing. People around you using them. Is about creating the content, the consistency of creating that content, and then the video marketing. Those are the key things in social media that is working. And then for those in the upper class, yes, the AI tools are working. They are working. It wasn't yesterday that Canva did their thing. 2 days ago.
On Chartech, 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Now Canva is...
They are soaked it in AI.
Yes.
Heavily AI.
Yes. So you don't have to worry yourself to do a lot of these things if you are up and coming creative person or digital marketer. Me, I'm not a digital marketer. I'm a social media strategist.
How do you go about in drawing a digital marketing, social media marketing strategy?
So this is the simple steps I will give you. First of all, know who your customers are.
Right.
Understand, who am I trying to sell to? This problem that I say that I have solution for, who is this problem targeted to? Once you understand, you come up with the strategy that works for them. To some of them, because I also come from the marketing field, I always talk about the fact that marketing is not just all about social media marketing. Because for some of them, it's not even about the social media. Some of them, maybe your strategy will be to call them. Like it could be phone calls. Yes, phone calls and all that. So yes, so understand who your customers are. Feedback, get the feedback from them, know who they really are, and then find out what works for them. research is very, very key when it comes to our field in it. So, and because you are not seeing them, they don't see. They are not. You are not seeing me. I'm not seeing you, so they don't even understand the emotions behind your. So understand that. Then you come up with what content can I create that would resonate with them. So you have your target audience. You have your message that you want to create with the message. And then when you are creating the message, don't just create the message that's a generalized message. Create a message that resonates with the person. And I always say this, I learned it when I was a Meta trainer for the Meta Blueprints courses. There was one example of, those times Obama and Michelle Obama, when Obama was going for president, and they said that Michelle would go out and campaign, and there was a lot of backlash, but they didn't understand till they brought in a PR expert who was like, okay, now put Michelle's videos on and turn the sound off and let's see something. Now, when they did that, they saw that Michelle was talking all right, but the actions were too much, and it was like she was aggressive. So what they did was they were like, it was because of that. So if you realize, most presidents and most celebrities, they are taught even how to move their hands and all those things. So make sure that if you are doing videos, we've talked about the fact that videos are trending. Make sure that your videos are designed for sound off. On social media, let me talk about this. On social media, one of the key things is that before a sound will play, it's on sound off, especially on Meta. It's on sound off till it catches your attention and you want to play, unless the person has made settings that the sound should come. Yes. So set your video for sound off and see that without even the sound, will this still communicate? Does it make sense? Yes. So that is also one of the keys. So you know your target, you know the message that you want to give to that target audience. You put together the strategy, whether you are going, what the strategy has to do with the channel you are going to use, how you are going to put everything together, and the platforms you are even going to use and all that, and then you are good to go. And then when you do that, don't just post and then or promote and then leave it. Hyperspace people will tell you, when they make a post, I go back, did you monitor? Yeah. And that is one of the mistakes they are doing. They will post their thing and they leave. They don't respond. They don't they don't check in. They don't analyze it and all that. You can't have a social media strategy where you are not going back to go and check. If somebody commented, go and respond to it. Because the good thing is that I have a strategy where if I have 3 responses, I will not respond to them the same day. I'll respond to one today, 2 days time, I'll go and respond to the other. The reason being that the moment you go and respond again, it reactivates the post. And so back to the feed. Yes. And so for all those who have come to like or reacted to it or commented, it will show on their feed and on the feed of their friends again. So sometimes you'll be there and some old post somebody will go and comment on it again, and you realize that, people now have started reacting to that post again. Ask yourself, how did this happen? That is how the system. That is how the system. You need to increase the life cycle, especially for posts that that this post. When your post is doing well, they even tell you that this post is doing well, and you can do this. So that is one of the key strategies I use. You have a lot of comments on your post. Okay, that is fine. Make sure that you have a plan in place to respond gradually. You can go and react to all of them so that they feel that you've acknowledged. Then you take your time every 2 days or 3 days, then you go and respond to it. And for the ones that you feel that, this is a good lead, go to the person's inbox. Don't wait and go and say that, come into my inbox. Hey, the attention span is 0.05. Now it has actually reduced to 0.12. Because as I open my phone and I'm reading it, another thing is coming. And you want me to come and respond to it's not possible. So when you are drawing your strategy, draw your strategy to be to what I call the back-to-back strategy. Back-to-back strategy means that if I'm targeting you and I've put together the content and everything, and once you come to React, I should be able to come back to you. And in Kumasi, there is a business there. She says that business is not business until you come back tomorrow.
That's right.
And that is the back-to-back strategy that I tell people.
Oh Lord, that's good. I'm consuming, right? All right. So let's talk about, and you've actually alluded to some of the mistakes. I believe your work at Hyperspace, gives you the opportunity to work with startups and small businesses, coming up. So what mistakes do these small businesses make that you think, in your own opinion, they shouldn't be making moving on?
Okay. The first mistake they make is a myth where they think that marketing is magic.
Marketing is magic.
Yeah.
Is it not?
It's not. I think I've written a blog about it on my LinkedIn before. Please, magic is
abracadabra. That is
that is magic. Marketing is not magic. You see, one of the things I learned earlier is even for marketing, for a character to be built or for you to be known, it takes 90 days, 60 to 90 days.
3 months.
And that is why you see that the big brands, if they have even a program in 3 months or 6 months, they start posting and creating the awareness, because it's the marketing strategy. You can use the AIDA model.
Tell me about the AIDA model before you continue.
So the AIDA model has to do with awareness. So your strategy around that time, you want to create awareness about your brand. So you are bringing in, let's say you are creating ads or you are creating promotional activities that will make people aware that Khaled of social media is coming up, or like what you do for each of your episodes. So you are letting people know, this is, so you are doing, did you know, you are asking some questions that will get them to be thinking, to know that, Khaled of social media episode 13 is with this person, take notes. So that is awareness. Then when you realize that the awareness is, people are now getting to know, you move into the interest. How do you get their interest? That one too, you can use questions, you can use some excitement, you can use some tidbits to get them to be interested to click. And that is what some people do the clickbait for, interested to click. So, and the D is, decision. At this point, you want them to make a decision and choose you. That's you are the best choice. So this time around, if there is this is where you are talking about the value that they are going to get. So even the information that you have to put out there now, you are going to, if it's colored of social media, you are going to use some of the tidbits that were said, the key things that you know that are valuable, that will pique their interest. So mostly the interest and the decision goes hand in hand, because at this point, they if they are interested, then they are going to make a decision, right? Because at this point, they are checking, should I listen to Khaled of Yans, or I should go and listen to another digital marketing? Why should I? So they are comparing and contrasting. So you need to be putting out information that will get them to tune into yours. Ours is just 30 minutes. For ours, the full 30 minutes, you are going to learn right from the word go to. At this point, if you have people who have watched your previous episodes and all that, you are sharing it for, I think one of the reasons why I watched one of your episodes, you used to do something. I think you've stopped. You used to use something
then I'll do it again. It's a lot.
I think you had a WhatsApp group, and people who had watched the your previous episode, you would I think you made them do audio or something, and you were sharing it across on LinkedIn. I've forgotten, but it was a good strategy because it was like, actually I was picking something from what they said. So you were doing it like, if this week they watched it, I think you made them share that feedback, and you pick that feedback to to continue promoting it. And I think for one of your episodes, it was something that the person that watches said he got. Yeah. And I went to click on it. By then, it was podcast.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I actually love that execution. It was from the platform that was, executing on audio. No, Anchor.
Yes, it was Anchor.
Spotify bought Anchor. So right now you can't comment with audio.
Oh,
People comment with text. So right now I just do the text. But then I loved it. Yeah. So I can just pick the audio, and it makes it so like the person.
And then you added it to the promotion, and you were sharing it around. One of them, the person talked about what they got from it, and it made me actually go to watch this. So that
I miss Uncle.
So you see, when it comes to the interest and the decision, it helped me to make that decision. Yeah. And the last one is what? Advocacy. So, but when for nowadays, some of them can happen in a period of 24 hours and all that. But marketing is not magic. And marketing draws on consistency and being able to communicate your value in diverse ways. And then being able, so the mistake they make is, like I've mentioned some of them, they think that posting is just about selling. When you post, that means that it's selling. No, posting is not all about selling. They think that social media is not really
it's not ish,
and it's not marketing.
Yeah.
But they should understand that social media marketing is a full marketing on its own. The same way at first you would go around and do the traditional and go and talk to people, you need to see your social media as your digital store. If you are not seeing your social media platform as your digital store, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
Because the same way you have a shop, a physical shop, and somebody is working and they will see how the setup is and everything, it will attract them to come inside. This is the same way you have to go about your digital platforms. Yeah. You see, there is a lady called Rashida on social media, Second Skin. She sells ladies, it's not just ladies, but she sells a lot of lingeries and all that. You know that she has the bell, marketing our bell.
Don't call me.
And sometimes in even her promo, and now I've realized that a lot of TikTok people are using, I don't know if they pick it from her, but now they also use, I've been told my girls to go and do it for our Don't Call Me this thing. Like she'll put her stuff and then she'll start. So the first thing you hear is the bell ringing, and then they will start talking. And this is something, you see, something that we've been doing in local markets.
Mirroring traditional market to online.
No, wait. What? Marketing, right? Traditional and the digital. They are marketing. They are the same. What we are refusing to understand and utilize, they have to merge. And so you need to find ways to digitalize the local things that we were doing. When I was coming and I was passing through the Zongo to Medina, as I was passing through, the women were like, "Oh, Maame, I have these shoes, come and buy."
And they will usually throw it so that you will see how it will fit on you.
Sister, see, you are beautiful. This will fit you.
Yeah.
I was walking, I was like, you people, I know these things. I know these things. But this is the same. Carry this and go online.
Yeah, bring it online.
Online. And the mistake, they are trying to make traditional marketing and social media marketing distinct.
Yeah.
It's like we are fighting. We are not fighting. It's the same. So those are some of the mistakes they are doing. And another mistake is that they are not taking the feedbacks well. They are not being consistent with their content. Somebody will post today and the next post is about next 3 months, 1 year. They don't even go there to go and check. It's not done anywhere. And then they don't understand the back end. They are just seeing the face value of
the platform.
Please, the same way you have a traditional shop and after 3 months, sometimes you analyze, are they buying stuff? They are not buying stuff. These customers, it's been a long time till they came to buy from us and everything. All these things also go with our social media marketing. You need to understand. They are all part. That's why I use the word marketing and I don't use the word management. Management just have to do with the posting, going to check and all that. But when you want to do the marketing, then you are thinking of the customer. You are thinking of what you are putting there, and you are thinking of the feedback, what I call the back-to-back strategy. If you are not doing all of that, then it's going to be very difficult. And they are not getting it. And please, you don't need to speak English to speak your local dialect. There are people that understand you, and you don't have to be on all the platforms. Oh, even me, I'm not please cut. In fact, blame my face here because I've worked for Mita and all. But you see, now
you are talking.
Now the truth is saying, TikTok is selling, especially in Ghana. Because we are in Ghana, that's why I'm talking. TikTok is selling for people. It's selling, no. People don't know. TikTok is selling. No matter the language you are speaking in Ghana, TikTok is selling. Hausa, Ga, Chi, Fanti, Aigbe. TikTok is selling. And I've seen it with my real Kolo eyes. I have seen, recently I saw the Mamponhima. She sells cloth. And I think she comes live on TikTok every Thursday or so. And she's selling her cloth online on TikTok. And she's sitting in her chair and the cloths are there, and then she'll open it, then she'll tell a bit of history about the cloth. And you know what, she's making sales right there. If you want this, so people want it, they take a picture, then they pay, and then she'll write it on the sheet and put it, and then she has other people in the shop who are support. And this is going on every day. When you go on TikTok, people are on live. I know people all the way at Cape Coast who are selling household appliances, and it's not like people don't have the same appliance in Accra. They are delivering to Accra.
That's right.
They are delivering to Cape Coast, some places, hair, all that they are selling. Please, don't joke with social media. Don't joke. Your WhatsApp status, don't joke with it. It is one of the richest places you can ever make sales. Your WhatsApp status. When you go out, when people take their number, make sure they have saved your number. Me, I will do that. Make sure they have saved your number so that when you post something, they will see it. So those are the little mistakes that they are doing, and they will just be putting things out there. Sometimes they will not give any explanation. It's like they want the other people to think for. Please, that era is gone. That era where you customers think for you. Now we are in the era where you have to. In fact, it has always been there, but we've not taken it serious. You have to think for the customer, and that is what is happening.
Let's end with some final thoughts and advice. If you were to start this journey like 2025, what advice would you give yourself?
If I were to start this journey in 2025, one of the key advices I'll give to myself is not to rush.
Not to rush.
Yes. So when I come in and I say, oh, I'm not a social media marketer and all this, it means I have seen it and I've done it, and I realized that I needed to take a break. I also started with, I'm a digital marketer, I'm this and that, and I wasn't ready to learn. I think also because I was coming from a marketing perspective. And if you remember those days on DigiClan, the graphic designers were there, and the way the marketers too were there, and they were like, hey, they don't understand us and all that. No, I wouldn't have done it. I would have taken your time as a startup, especially a female going into this field, and then understand the nitty-gritties of digital marketing. Understand everything, have knowledge on all of that, and then make sure that you pick the ones that are of interest to you and master in it. And then another thing, that we take for granted is continuous learning. This our field. You can't, sometimes somebody will put something on DigiClan and I'll immediately go and Google.
Hello. And it's so funny. You don't even want to ask AI in the group.
Because people perceive you that you are good. So
no, but you are continuously learning.
But you have to be continuously, because I realize that every second they've changed something, especially Meta and every second something is changed. Like the LinkedIn issue that I posted online. Me, because now I'm not in mainstream social media marketing and I'm doing the trainings. I've not even checked that LinkedIn now they are clamping down. I know that for LinkedIn, and the same as Facebook, you need to have a profile before you can create. So for other projects, even for a project we did last month, we created a profile for the business, for the project. It's called Unihubs. And then we created the business page out of it, because they will let you create an email. Now this one, we've created an email. As I'm talking to you now, on my laptop, the account is there. I'm posting on the laptop. But if you click on the link I gave you can't see the page.
Jesus. Continuously learn.
Continuously learning. And I found out that on Instagram now a lot of changes have come. If you even want to check on your accounts and everything, the accounts, and they are putting things together. So if you don't continuously learn, you go and make a mess of yourself. And the most embarrassing thing anybody won't say me a strategy. I've called myself a social media strategist. So if I go and make a mess of myself somewhere, I say, but like you know me, you know that I'm good at social media. So if I'm not good here, but don't go and do that. But on a more serious note, yes, please continue learning. If you can even find 30 minutes of your time, just give it to AI and tell AI, what is the new thing happening now in digital marketing? What is the new trends and all that in Ghana and all that, and then just pick one or two before you sleep, so that at least you can become abreast and all that. And then network right, leave your mark wherever you go. By the time you leave there, let them know you that Enoch there. When it comes to podcasts, you need to talk to Enoch. When it comes to this, because we are all fighting for the same spot, not in a bad way, but it's true. We are in Ghana here. Go to TikTok and go and see now. Do you know that SEMrush and the other big agencies have come on TikTok and they are teaching? And the Indians have taken over TikTok, especially if you're a digital marketer now. That the content is all you are seeing, and the kind of content they are making, the kind of things they are teaching. We are in Ghana with limited resources, so please network yourself, engage, make good use of your LinkedIn. Forget about them that they are saying that LinkedIn people are lying. Go and lie some. If we are lying, they should go and lie some. Yes, because it's something that I've thought I get a lot on social Facebook, and especially for the females, and it's actually affect a lot of females. You know, I was supposed to be a mentor on a trainer on generation, but by then I had gotten UNDP project,
so you can't, of course.
So I just but then I go in there to go and do e-portfolio training for them. And I remember they asked those questions and all that. So I just want to put it, if you're a female, as long as you are not lying,
that's all.
Go and put in there. And then go on LinkedIn. There are platforms. I think you've even invited me to join some of the platforms. On LinkedIn, there are training platforms, digital marketers platforms, and it will shock you. People ordinarily you cannot engage with. They are there, they are sure you can comment on it, and they see you. And it was on LinkedIn that I got an opportunity at Ecoms. It was on LinkedIn. So go write it. But everyone may read it. I'm not saying you are lying, no. But the things you put there to, if you don't take care, a business who would want to engage you. So as precise, concise, makes sense, direct to the point, then you put it out there. Then they know that it is you. And don't forget to always sometimes be adding your pictures, not just pictures that you are smiling and you have done this. I call them the actionable pictures. That is what we want to see. We don't want to always be seeing your face like this. So when you post a picture like this, make sure you are posting. If you talked about you did the training, make sure it's not just a group picture where you were standing with them. Make sure we are seeing pictures where you were also training somebody. Those are the things that have sold us and sold me. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go, but then before you leave, I want us to tackle the continuous learning, right? What blogs or maybe books would you recommend for up and coming, social media marketers to read if they want to? You're talking about continuous learning.
Truthfully, I don't have books.
Right.
What mainly I do is that I just Google them. Like I said, now that AI is there, I just ask myself, what are the new things that are happening today? Mostly before I sleep, I do that. What are the new things happening in the digital marketing world today that I need to know? And one thing I realized is that once you've been doing that and you are active, they are able to understand you.
Yeah, they create a memory.
Yes, and they are able to give me that. That is what I do. But then, if you're a digital marketer, one of the key things I will ask you to do is that go and learn about. Oh, there is this book on selling. I've forgotten the name. I'll get it and then I'll give it. It's actually an amazing book on selling.
I'll add it to the description.
Yes. You see, I know that they say that digital marketing, but please have basics in marketing as well. Yeah. When you have basics in marketing, it helps. So read books from Brian Tracy. Read books from Richard Branson. He also has some amazing books on selling. And then this particular person I'm talking about, his books on selling are amazing. Read them. Read marketing books itself. Understand the basics of marketing. When you understand the basics of marketing, you will not mix marketing with advertising or marketing with promotion. Why?
Thank you. We won't do it again. Maame, thank you so much.
Thank you.
As you said, this will be a 2-part episode. I'm not cutting anything out.
Hey.
This will be a 2-part episode. And I'm truly, truly grateful for heeding to Sarah's call.
Thank you too. I appreciate that you've made me come and talk, which is what I love to do.
This episode, just like any other episode of Callers of Social Media podcast, is produced by Builder Studios and recorded at Tribal Mark Studios, 13 Asiko Street, Tantra Hills, Accra.